That went amazing.
I am so relieved at how well it went. My mobility evaluation wasn't anything like what I expected. On our adventure.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. I'm crashing today. Yesterday was a really big day for me. I expended a lot of energy. It was difficult on my body, and now I'm dealing with the aftermath of it, you know, with my chronic illnesses, and I'm sure some of y'all can relate. When we have big fun days like that, we know there will be repercussions later, and I don't regret it. It's just part of life with chronic illness. So not feeling my best right now, but I'm just happy I got myself together today, and resting here with my new elephant blanket, which I love, and yeah, I'm gonna try and like pull myself together a bit more, and I will see y'all in a bit. Well, resting is not helping with how I feel, but Harlow's helping with how I feel with her snuggles. They're very cute. So today I have my custom wheelchair evaluation. It's called a mobility and seating evaluation. Basically, I go to a physical therapy gym and I'm evaluated by both a physical therapist and an ATP, which is an assistive technology professional, and they're determining what the best type of chair would be for me, if I qualify for extra features like power assistive wheels, and it also helps insurance determine how much of the cost of the chair they're going to cover for me. So it's a pretty important evaluation. I'm interested to see how the evaluation goes, and I'm so happy that the process is moving forward because this wheelchair is going to give me so much independence. Right now we do have what's called a transport chair, but I can't push myself in it. Somebody else has to push me, and I'm really grateful for people who push me, like my husband and my mom, but I want the independence to propel myself in it. And sometimes I go out with just my friends who are also chronically ill, and they don't have the ability to push me in my transport chair. So it'd be nice to be able to propel myself in those instances too. And it's about finding the balance between when physical activity, like walking with my walker, would benefit me and when it would be detrimental to my health. Like yesterday, going through the mall and going through all those big stores, pushing myself to walk through all that would have caused a lot of fainting spells and a lot of excess pain. So that's when I would use the wheelchair, but sometimes I can walk. And then there's other times where I'm home and I'm at an increased fall risk, and for whatever reason my symptoms are acting up and I fall a lot at home. So if I'm home alone and I happen to be falling a lot that day, using the wheelchair would make me a lot safer. So with this chair, I can be safer, I can go out and enjoy more things and stay out longer and just be more independent, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So just excited to get the process going. It'll take a few months for the chair to be built after this evaluation because they make it specifically to my measurements and my needs, but it'll be worth the wait. Well, we are off to the wheelchair evaluation. How you doing, babe?
I'm awake. I'm gonna sleep in.
I think we're both tired today, but this evaluation is important, so thank you for taking me. And we don't have Harlow with us. I've never had a wheelchair evaluation, so I don't know exactly what to expect, but I'm guessing they're gonna ask to see how long I can stand before I pass out and kind of push me to my limits, and Harlow knows when to alert before I pass out, and I can't ignore her because that would confuse her in her learning abilities, and it would confuse her in her training when she responds to my pain. So, you know, she would keep interrupting the evaluation process, and I don't want to confuse her and all that, so that's why we left her at home. She's happy at home. I've hooked up to my infusion. I don't know if y'all can see, just infusing, and yeah, we're gonna go do this. We made it. This is actually the same center I had my gastric emptying study that diagnosed my gastroparesis, so I guess they have a PT gym here too. Cool.
That went amazing. Jack's literally getting everything she needs for a chair.
It went so well. I am so relieved at how well it went. My mobility evaluation wasn't anything like what I expected. Totally could have brought Harlow, but I will give y'all more details when we get home. I'm thrilled. It went so well, right there. High five. Judd stopped at Chipotle to get lunch. What'd you get, babe?
A burrito. Like a baby.
Actually, I can't eat Chipotle. It does not agree with me, but
Agrees well with me.
I know you still. Sometimes people say that it's not nice for Judd to eat when I can't eat, but you know, just because I can't do something because of like my chronic illnesses doesn't mean Judd shouldn't. You know.
I eat all the time.
Yeah, I eat all the time. So he's still got to eat. So we make sure Judd is fed.
All the time.
Anyways, I was really hyped because of how well the evaluation went and crashing again. But Target happens to be right next to Chipotle, so when Judd is done, we're gonna go into Target real quick to
Look at Star Wars toys?
No, well, you can look at Star Wars toys, but yesterday we didn't get a chance to go to Target because I wasn't feeling well enough and we need to get some stuff from there, so that's what we're gonna do. We just walked past the toy aisle. What gives?
They don't have the new stuff out yet.
So this past Christmas, one of my aunts gave us a gift card to Target to help us with decorating our home, and we weren't quite sure what we wanted to do yet, but now we know, so we're gonna use it now if they have what we want in the store. We found it!
I don't understand putting a rug on a carpet. But
shush, it's gonna look more homey.
Whatever makes your wife happy, I guess.
It's gonna look more homey. This is the rug that I've wanted this rug for months, so I'm really happy we're getting it today.
Not really too comfortable. I feel like it's more hassle than anything else to get out of this thing now. Ooh, that was kind of fun.
Judd! We still had some money on the gift card, so
Guardians of the Galaxy.
we watched it in the theaters and I fell asleep.
So we're gonna watch it at home so you can fall asleep.
Yeah. Yay, thank you Tia for the rug and the movie. If you're watching, I don't know. Harlow, what's that? Did you miss us? No, when we opened the door she looked like we just woke her up from a very deep sleep. Disturbing her beauty rest.
Those things smell weird.
Does it? It's gonna smell like hippo after a while. I like it. And now we just gotta hang up the paintings.
A rug on a carpet.
It's homey.
I don't know.
Possible tripping hazard. Harlow, don't start. It's not a toy.
Everything's just a toy to you, isn't it?
Well, I think she likes the rug. She's made herself comfortable. I like it, and that's actually my mom's, so that's gonna go when she moves out. I think I'm gonna get like a table runner, something nice for on top of the coffee table, maybe some throw pillows. I want to lighten this room up a little bit, so maybe get some light blue or turquoise accents. It's gonna look really cool. All right, well, I just mixed my banana bag and hooked up to it, so now I can give you all the details of my mobility evaluation. It went great. Totally not what I expected. I thought they were gonna be seeing the limits of my mobility, and that's why I didn't bring Harlow. I didn't want her to like keep interrupting the evaluation and alerting to my syncope and things like that, and I didn't want to confuse Harlow by ignoring her alerts, so that's why I left her home, but that wasn't it at all. We just had a very lengthy and in-depth discussion about my medical conditions, why I need the wheelchair, my mobility limitations, and they said my doctor gave them very thorough notes, which really helped, and it was incredible. I felt very listened to. I went into the evaluation using my walker, so part of me was very concerned that they were gonna say, "You're walking, why do you need a wheelchair?" But that was not the case at all. They were excited for me to get this wheelchair and all the independence it would bring, so it was great. So we discussed every specific feature of my wheelchair in detail, and they made sure we were a really big part of the process while still giving
you
us...
were a really big part of the process.
Yeah, while still giving us a lot of guidance, because obviously they know more about custom wheelchairs than I do.
Or anybody.
Yeah, and it was just really, really great. Like, we went over what type of seat cushion I was gonna have, what back support, what type of handles, what brand, and we're going with Tie-Light, and it's gonna be neon pink with some purple in there.
Yes.
Which is awesome. And One thing is I was worried about my feeding tube getting stuck in the wheels, so I'm gonna get side guards. We're also doing hopefully a titanium frame because it's the lightest. It's also the most expensive, so insurance.
But it's the most durable.
Yeah, insurance may not cover it. Like, all of this is dependent on insurance coverage. One thing my doctor was concerned about is with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, my joint instability in my necks and my ability to propel myself. So they're pushing for power assisted wheels. There's a bunch of different types of power assist, and we chose like a really good one.
Yeah, the one that she's gonna hopefully get, it can be controlled by her phone. And it's like some serious James Bond stuff. You know, the movie where he's controlling his BMW through his phone in the back. Like, the same thing. Like, she can drive around the house with her phone.
So it's basically gonna give me so much independence. Ooh. And there's so much more stuff we discussed. There was a little bit of a physical evaluation, but they didn't push me to my limits at all. They were so accommodating and so understanding. And it'll take a few months for the chair to be built because they like measured me.
And the OT that was there also had gastroparesis.
Yeah, she did. So she was very understanding.
She was.
But basically, like, it's gonna be built specifically for me, so it'll take a few months, but definitely worth it. And it was just a really good experience. Of course, when I get my chair, I will give you all the information I can. I'm just really, really excited for this, right, babe?
Yes.
We're both excited.
It's gonna give you your independence, and Hippo is just gonna do Hippo things.
They were like, I was like, with power assisted wheels, can my husband still push me if I need him to around Disney? And they were like, girl, you're gonna be pushing yourself around Disney. I was like, I am? They're like, yeah, you're gonna be able to do everything in this chair. I was like,
yeah, the battery life on the power assisted one is 12 miles.
Which is a lot, apparently.
That's a huge amount.
So
walking,
we're just excited.
How many people walk 12 miles every day?
I don't know. Not me. Oh, we had to fill out a questionnaire before we got called back. It was like, can you run? Oh, yeah. Can you make sharp turns while running? I was like laughing.
All the running questions.
Who was this for? It was hilarious.
But I can walk 500 miles.
I love you. All right, well, it was a good evaluation. Don't steal her. She was snuggling with me.
I stole her.
I have my elephant blanket. Let's snuggle with this. We're gonna watch our new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 2.
Hopefully I won't sleep through it this time.
Probably will.
But today was a good day. I'm just so happy about the evaluation. And I had a lot of like highs and lows with crashing and then feeling a little better and then really lethargic. And I noticed some of y'all have said you've noticed that I've been more energetic lately. I mean, not like a healthy person, still not great, but like yesterday I did more than I usually would have been able to. And I think like my family, like Judd and my mom and I, have decided that IVIG seems to have already made a positive impact. Would you say so?
Yes.
I think so. And I think the new feeding tube has helped a lot too. Getting more nutrition is just always going to help with energy and things like that. So we're really, really thankful for that. So I'm looking forward to continuing with IVIG and progressing with my new feeding tube and getting my custom wheelchair. So there's just a lot of good things going on, and I'm excited to watch this movie. So with that, I will say goodnight and thanks for joining us on our adventure.